Hi everyone and welcome back to Horizon Open Custom Racing. This time we'll be doing rally dirt racing in B class again. Last time it was road racing, this time it's dirt racing because it is required by festival playlist this week, but also because it's something I didn't try yet. And I'm gonna stick to B class because that's where I'm most comfortable at, and I will eventually navigate to higher classes, but not just yet. Now, remembering the failures of my first attempt in road racing, I decided to do some homework. So I spent a couple of hours just driving in rivals in various cars and tunes in dirt racing until I was reasonably happy with the times I'm showing. And the car of choice for me is now this Honda Civic. Again, it was Civic for the road racing, it's now Civic for the dirt racing, but a different model. This is the 74 Civic RS with a tune by Gritted Dust 8, and this tune is kind of funny. It has about 200 gears, so if you are on manual shifting, which is highly recommended for rally racing and overall, prepare to shift a lot. All the gears are very short and you probably gonna blast through. Oh, that's a big mistake on my part. Thank you, Pulsar, for not ramming into me. That's a very decent, clean racing on his part, considering how badly I was getting into that corner. Yeah, so you're gonna blast through the first couple of gears off the start right away, and you probably won't get below third gear as you race. At least I don't expect to, because I never had to do that in any of the rivals I did. As you can see, the car performs really well. It's very fast on the dirt, it's very fast on the road as well, and it's just a pleasure to drive. You don't need to brake too much. Now obviously in corners like this you still need to use your brakes, but the general fast rally style corners, this car just flies through with a very reasonable amount of slide. It's not drifting heavily, it doesn't throw the backside of a car on the outside, so it's very controllable. It is all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. I might have forgotten. No, it is all-wheel drive. I think I tried one of the front-wheel drive tunes for this car, but I wasn't satisfied with the result. Probably I'm just not good enough at it, because I know the person who used it has posted a very decent time on rivals, but I couldn't come anywhere close and had real issues controlling the car. This one is just a charm, really. Absolutely lovely to drive, and as you can see, I'm very well in the first place. Everybody else is very far behind. I don't think this is just purely related to any kind of my incredible skill or just the tuning car. I think I happen to be a little bit lucky with the lobby being not super competitive. I guess that will change as I eventually progress through the classes going up, but so far so good. This is really nice way to do my second day of online racing in Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, that's the end of race 1 with a little bit of a drift at the finish. We are finishing first, well ahead of everybody. Let's see what the gaps are. Should be pretty solid. I think I was ahead of the first one by good 10 seconds or something like that. Yeah, close to that. Yeah, very nice. Let's continue going through these races and see how it goes for us in the next. But if the lobby doesn't change much, I might be up for the 3 wins, but probably I shouldn't be rushing it too much for now. Let's try to race first and see how it goes. Okay, here we are in Caldera Scramble. That's a very short track, a lot of twisty corners in which my car should be very comfortable. The usual seasonal championships, when they happen here, have 4 laps. Let's see if it's still the case for online racing. I'm not sure. Might be, because it's a really short circuit. Off we go. No, 3 laps. 3 laps. Okay. That's still really nice. And I happen to be starting from the first place, which obviously helps. As you can see, just flicking through all the gears up, and I managed to retain the first. This car is also not just fast on the track, but also has very decent launch and acceleration. A little bit too much of the jump in that corner made me go wide, but that's still enough. Oh, there's already a serious gap behind. Look at that. Yeah, I literally have no competition here, which just really confirms how important a good car and tune is in online racing. Now, the difference between me driving in road racing in a bad tune and really good tune was absolutely immense. I mean, the driving wise, I was driving kind of the same, but obviously the time wise and most importantly result is hugely different. And the thing that happens when you have a suboptimal tune and the car doesn't perform and everybody else is just flying past you, is it builds frustration and anxiety, and you start trying to get the car over the limit of what it can do, and then mistakes and errors start building up one on top of another, which causes you to go even slower and worse, which in turn launches the vicious cycle of even more frustration and anxiety. So that's why, if you plan to do online racing, I highly recommend coming prepared. If you are not ready to put time into rivals, well, first of all, you are making a mistake. Seriously, practice the tracks, practice the cars, make sure you're comfortable with it, but at the very least look up some car and tune combination that is proven good by somebody that you know. There's plenty of YouTubers who race online consistently and deliver good results. And that's the end of race 2. Again, first place with a huge advantage. I think if I had one more lap, I'd be lapping the last guys there, because I could see them just finishing the first 2 corners when I was finishing. So yeah, the guy in Bronco in the last. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on SUVs really in online racing. I've seen a lot of trucks and SUVs in rivals leaderboards, so maybe they make sense, but I personally I prefer to drive regular cars, sedans, coupes, hatchbacks and stuff like that. I don't feel like bringing the truck into the race unless I absolutely have to. Right, so let's see what the third race is. Okay, that's Baja California Trail. Funny enough, I just driven it before this race set. When I joined the customs, the event was in progress, and I joined the last race with only one person there racing. So yeah, it was a very pleasant experience. Maybe we'll get to that in a separate video, but off we go. This is almost full lobby, 11 people, so just one person short from full lobby, which is great. I had way less people, fewer people in road racing when I was doing it earlier. That the Bronco is so big that I actually stopped seeing myself, and that caused a little bit of an error. 2 corners were absolutely destroyed, and I let these 2 guys ahead pass me. Okay, they are fighting quite hard, and I'm not quite sure I like what I'm seeing, because it feels like Bronco is more busy trying to ram the guy he's racing. Yeah, definitely, he's absolutely blatantly ramming the guy off the track for the win. This is so dirty and not nice. Now I have a problem to try to pass him in a way that he can't really push me aside. So let's do it here. I went intentionally a little bit wider to cut. Oh, yeah, I didn't build enough of the gap. So he caught me in the rear, but I somehow managed to stay on this corner. He'll probably hit me again. So let's let him. No, I kind of hoped he'll go into the wall. But no, he managed to stop before it. Oh, there he is again. Why are you doing this? This is, I mean, yeah, losing time himself. Yeah, you see the pulsar from the first race was actually right there, ready to overtake, while he was wasting his and my time trying to ram me. But yeah, this is such a different experience to what I just had in the previous race. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do when I edit this video, in the very end I'll add a little bonus, part of the footage from the race I had just immediately before this, and you'll see what I mean by saying absolutely opposite experiences. Nonetheless, despite the ramming attempt, I managed to win this one, which proves the car and tune combination definitely work. I highly recommend it. Obviously I can't claim it to be a meta or, you know, the best ever, just because this is literally the first time I'm using it. So maybe in a more competitive lobby I wouldn't be so happy with the results, but in some of the rivals I did, I was pretty solidly happy with performance. I think in one I finished within top 500 or something like that. So yeah, should be nice. So I'll add another video in the end. Right, so here we are racing, and yeah, and here I am making a huge mistake. So this is a voiceover after the fact. I deleted the original soundtrack from that video, and this is what I'm editing after the fact. And as you can see, I made a stupid mistake, a very childish mistake. I missed the checkpoint, and obviously my opponent blasted past me. But what I noticed very quickly is I'm catching up abnormally fast. And look at that. He slowed down to wait for me. There's some friendly honking here. And now we can race together, which is, you know, a great example of camaraderie and really nice sportsmanship. He's obviously still way ahead, which is great. I mean, I made my mistake fair and square. It was fully mine. There was no ramming, no pushing aside. Was clearly my thing. I'm more than happy for him to win it, but I'm even happier to see this display of great sportsmanship. And you'll see just now what happens next. He's slowing down. I tried to slow down as well, but as we slow down, both of us, it was clear that he's just intending to let me win, and that's what he does. We finish one after another, and that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.